Okay, hi everyone. Thank you for joining us for the NSCS AMU APU chapters presentation on Scholar Central. We are so happy to have you all here. We're excited that you're here and wanting to learn about the new scholarship, the Scholar Central portal. As a member of NSCS, you have a lifetime membership within the organization and have exclusive access to the Scholar Central platform, a premier digital content hub where you can stay connected by linking up with members from your chapters or other chapters around the country. And if you're an alumni, it's a great opportunity to reconnect with some of your previous classmates. You're able to use this platform to share ideas, network, collaborate with ideas for certain projects if you have them going on, and just chatting with members all over the world. Scholar Central is a place where you can link up with other people, other like-minded individuals. You can think of Scholar Central as NSCS's version of a social media platform, so to speak. Today, we are going to give a small little workshop of understanding the NSCS Scholar Central platform. My name is Courtney Pomeran. I am the AMU APU NSCS chapter president, and I am so excited that you all are here. Please feel free to put a chat in or open the chat on the side and type in questions as we go. We're going to treat this as you already have a profile set up. So I'm going to go ahead and sign in. I'm going to sign into my account. And this is the Scholar Central portal. This is where you can get all of your information from your chapters, from NSCS and the national office, and from other groups that you are a part of. First thing I want to talk about is your profile. So I'm going to go ahead and click on my profile. It is important that all of our members have their profiles updated to the most recent information. This allows you to be matched for future mentors, and it gives an individual's ability to see who you are and if they want to connect to you and have questions for you or whatnot. It's simple. It's easy to do. Think of it as a LinkedIn profile, or even your own social media profiles like Facebook or Twitter or Instagram. Now, this is just a typical profile page. You'll have the individual's name, their job title if they have their employment information here. Right here, they will be listed as an undergrad NSCS member, an alumni NSCS member. For example, for myself, I'm a chapter officer plus an undergraduate, so that's why it says that right there. We even have parents of NSCS members on this site, so it's really cool. And if you are graduating, I do suggest to send a message over to member success at nscs@nscs.org to let them know that you have graduated, so they can update your status right here, because members cannot do that. It's something that they do on the back end. This little gear right here is your settings for your profile. So if you click on it, it will bring up all your information. You can update your email, change your password if you need to. A neat little feature that has been launched recently is this connect and sync your LinkedIn account. You can sync your LinkedIn account by clicking right here, or if you no longer want it to be on your profile, you can disconnect it right here. On the next tab over in the profile settings is your notification error. This is where you can decide where you want notifications from Scholar Central to come up. Do you want them to come through email, your phone, or even on the platform? So if someone sends you a message, you can get notifications from all three or just one. It just depends on your preference and how much someone posts or tag you and things or whatnot. But it has all sorts of things that you can change it to. A mentoring relationship notification from admin. If you're in the mentoring program, which we'll discuss later on, you can get notifications through your phone, email, or just the platform itself, letting you know when a deadline is due. And it's pretty self-explanatory. You can decide if you rather it all go through email or phone. Up here, the next one is your privacy. It's up to the user what they want to be displayed. If you want individuals to see your phone number, your email address, your location, who can send you a message. When it comes to, I'll show you the feature here in a little bit, but they have you can enter your Skype information, Facebook Messenger, Google Hangouts, and Google Calendar invites. You can have them open to everyone, only into your mentors, or you can have it hidden to everyone. And to get back to your profile, you'll just click on your picture. Another feature that's on the main profile when you're not editing, when you look at someone's profile, it will show you the information that individual has let open to the public. For example, this is not connected to my Instagram account. This is actually, if you click on it, it will bring you to the chapter's Instagram account. And the same goes for the Twitter account. It will go straight to my Twitter, our Twitter account for NSCS APUS. The LinkedIn account, however, when you click on the little icon, it will bring you straight to my profile. So, which I have a lot of notifications on that. Okay, the next area of your profile will be your summary. Think of this as how you would do your LinkedIn account or a cover letter describing yourself, so to speak, for a resume. You can put your you can speak in the first person, second person, third person, however you wish to do it. But you just give a little summary about who you are, what degree program you're going for, and mine's basically what my LinkedIn account says. Down here, you will see that my affiliation with NSCS is through American Public University Systems. It gives you my degree program, the study field, my specific major, and my expected graduation date. Then when you come down further, it will say which chapter you're in. It should be the chapter that you are actually in for your degree program. And then towards the bottom, they have open questions. What's the most important thing you've gotten from NSCS as a member? And then you can also do your job descriptions at the bottom. This is more a very important, important feature to have if you are utilizing the mentoring program. And these are my options of what I am willing to help with and what I am seeking help with, which is what I'm willing to help with as well. To edit this information, you go to your profile pic. One thing that we want to make very important is to make sure that the information that you are providing is accurate and up to date. Scrolling down, you can add a website if you are affiliated with a website. You can put your Skype information, your Google URL, YouTube channel, Flickr account, anything you want there that is affiliated with you, you are more than welcome to. I currently have APUS's chapters information on here because I'm the chapter president, and I just figured it's an easier way for people to get to. I don't personally want my personal accounts on here. For the mentoring program matching or process, NSCS is asking members to whether they're willing to help or seeking help. I have chosen everything except for open door policies at work because I technically don't work at the moment, so I don't have that. But if you're wanting to be involved in the mentoring program, this is a great area to make sure that you have all your box checked for what you're offering or what you're seeking. Down towards the bottom, a lot of profiles, even going into our chapters group page, I've noticed that a lot of members don't have this section filled out when it comes to their education institution. It's important that you put your school information here so they know what chapter you're a part of. And if you have additional degrees, programs, or certifications, you can add them in, and you can keep on adding. Down here for the experience, this is your job information. It's basically a brief intro of what you've done, your job titles or whatnot. Towards the bottom past that is the questionnaires of which chapter you're in. We've noticed a lot of members in the AMU APUS group that aren't actual members of our campus, and it's pretty simple for people to mistake that because we are the very first one of the list, so they choose us all the time. Be mindful of what chapters you're in because this NSCS chapter is where you're going to be, the group that you're going to be inserted in. If you're not in, for example, the AMU APUS chapter here, you'll end up being in another person's or another group's chapters group, and you'll not get the notifications or updates that we post as a chapter into our group. Right here is your current or previous status of if you've been a chapter officer. It gives you 3 options of none, yes, and no. Pronouns, you can enter in your pronouns here. It asks you if you are interested in finding a mentor to help you with your future career or grad school, and you can put in the options as yes, no, or maybe. Here it is your skills you're hoping to improve, and it gives you a list of all opportunities to improve for skills that you want to improve. It also asks if you want to be a mentor. If you're wanting to be a part of the mentoring program, it's important that you put yes here. the next question would be, do you plan on transferring from a community college to a 4-year institution? If you're an international student, it asks you there. And then towards the bottom, there are 2 important questions that NSCS would like to hear from you. And it's, how did NSCS help you prepare for your life after college? And what is the most important thing you've gotten out of your NSCS from your time as a member? And I haven't added anything, so be sure if you do make any changes, hit the save button. I'll do it right now and I'll show you. We'll have a little turning wheel, and then you'll have a little sign that will pop up to say that it was successfully updated, or update successfully. You need to make sure you see that before leaving the page, because it will not save any of your information. And then I'll go to back to the main feed. Now this is the main feed. This is where you will see all of NSCS national page updates, flyers on your on this top bar. This is where you'll see who is currently live. On this side right here, we call them widgets. This will show you who are our new members, and you get to see who all the new members are. If you would like to donate to NSCS, you're more than welcome to click this donate button. This widget is about the new scholarship portal, which we will have a workshop on how to register and use the new NSCS scholarship portal next Tuesday on the 14th from 12 p.m. to 1 p.m. on Zoom. So if you haven't registered for that, I will show you here shortly how to register for that. NSCS has a ScholarCast webinar coming up soon on the 16th. You can register for that by clicking right here. On this widget, it takes you directly to the NSCS store where you can purchase NSCS gear. Currently, they are having a 15% off of all merch, including grad regalia, if you use the promo code HappyScholarDays21 at checkout. But you have to use it at checkout or you will not be able to get that discount. On this widget, every week NSCS changes the partner of the week. There are multiple different organizations that NSCS has partnered with that give us our membership discounts or deals. And typically they will highlight one every week here for the deal of the week. NSCS's national Instagram page is right here. You just click on that to get a fast link to it. They have a YouTube channel that you can go look at, their Facebook page, and that's about it for when it comes to widgets. The NSCS feed right here for the Scholar Central, you can click on that this little bar right here and what's on your mind, and say you want to ask a question. You would type in the question right here. Sorry, guys. Oh man, my typing skills are bad right now. There we go. You can type in your question, or if you want to tell somebody about some great news, you can do this right here. You can have it bold, italicized, underlined, however you wish. You can put it in the center. You can put little numbers. If you're wanting to put a link in, like say for instance, you wanted to link someone to your Facebook page, you would click on that little chain link right here and it will bring you to this window. You can type in the URL here and you can have it, the text displays show whatever you wish it to say. So ask me a question and you can send it to your Instagram account. If you don't want members to be knocked out of the Scholar Central portal when they click on the link, make sure that you hit this drawdown box and you click next window and save. And then it should be, oh, I didn't put a link in there. Sorry, guys. If I put a link in there, it should be highlighted and then you'll be able to go in there. There's little emojis that you can put in any post if you'd like to make it fun. You can attach files, upload pictures, and tag individuals that you would like to in your post, and then you would hit post. And it would bring you to this main feed. One thing that you need to keep in mind is when you are posting on this main feed, this is to everyone within NSCS. So this is to the staff, this is to the alumni, chapter advisors, other chapters, parents. This is to everyone. So if you're wanting to ask a specific question regarding NSCS at AMU APUS, you probably don't want to post it here. You probably want to go to the group page and post it into the group page. On this feed, NSCS will put important information towards the top and they will pin it. And it works pretty much just like how any other social media platform. You can like it, you can comment on it. This one is to the store. So if you click on the link, sometimes they'll take you, you can click on the links and go straight to them. Here, this is the introduction to the new scholarship portal that NSCS recently launched. And it's pretty self-explanatory. Like currently my news feed is showing the AMU APUS NSCS group managers post. And this is an individual from Full Sails University. He's posted a question regarding the mentoring program, and members are commenting, showing him where to go. The further you scroll down on the news feed, you'll start seeing events popping up where you can register for events and whatnot. It's our own personal social media platform. That's the best way to think about it. This is the privacy for NSCS members only. Moving on, we're going to go over to the tab section over here, basically your menu bar. The first one, the second one down from the feed is the member directory. The member directory is a list of every single member of NSCS who is currently registered on Scholar Central. Right now, there are roughly about 18,000 members registered to the site. And each little profile will have willing to help, or if they're chapter officers, some will say alumni. Let's see if there's any coming up right here. I don't see any alumni right now. But this is your member directory. This is if you're wanting to catch up with an old classmate and you know that they're registered on here, or you think they might be, you can look them up through simply by typing in their name up here. For example, I'm going to look up our chapter advisor, Chelsea, and I'll type in her name. And it will bring me up every single Chelsea that's in the platform. One thing that we want our members to understand is you need to clear your search after every time you search for somebody. So for example, if I go to my feed and I go back to the member directory, Chelsea's name is still up here because I didn't clear her out with this reset button. So it's very important that when you're doing a search that you clear all your fields. You can look individuals up by first name, last name, affiliation, whether they're an alumni, undergrad, if you know they're a chapter officer, a chapter advisor, NSCS staff, and parents. You can look them up by location. So if you're wanting to find somebody that lives in Florida, for example, it will bring up every member that's put on their profile that they're in Florida. I'm going to clear that out. Another option to look for somebody is if it stops wigging out on me, there we go. Individuals that are offering help. So basically this is where you can look to see if there's a mentor. You can look for mentors through this area as well. Just be sure to reset when you do it. NSCS, well, actually, let's go back to the mentoring. So get involved in mentoring, offer the same search selection. The National Society of Collegiate Scholars, you can look through that portal wise. You can look up different colleges. There are quite a number of different colleges, so be sure to be very accurate in your typing of what college it is. You can look for degree programs, someone that's got a bachelor's degree in education, master's degrees, doctorates, certificate programs. There's a ton of options to look up individuals if you have a specific person in mind. Graduation dates, graduation years, if they're in a specific chapter, you can look up those. If they're an officer previous, basically whatever's on your profile, you can look up individuals by that same information. But my best suggestion is whenever you look up someone or you're just playing around with it, click this reset button so everything goes back to normal. Now we're going to go to the mentoring program. NSCS is currently working on the mentoring program. They're always striving to give us, the members, the most updated and improved material and resources available to us. They are currently upgrading the mentoring program. It will still be on this platform and it will still be right here, but there will be an algorithm that will match you with your future mentors a lot better than this current one is doing. It's going to be more pinpoint to specifics of what you're looking for. So if you're wanting to be a mentor, or if you need mentoring help, you can click on that mentoring feed or this mentoring tab, and it will bring down these three settings. The first setting is find a mentor. The second one is your mentoring relationships, and the third one is your settings. When you click on the mentoring tab itself, this is what you will see. You will see join the NSCS mentoring program by connecting with alumni. Currently, per the information that I have provided on my profile, I match with all of these individuals who have the same information on their profile. So probably the same schooling or same degree program, common interest and whatnot. And it goes by percentage. When NSCS launches the new mentoring program, this percentage and matching will be a whole lot better than what it currently is. But that doesn't mean that the individuals that are currently on there aren't good mentor matches for you. They could be. To look for mentors, it's very similar to the member directory. You can look for mentors by companies. You can look for them by industry. You can look for them by location. So for example, I live in Florida and there are these individuals currently in the Central Florida area that are offering to be mentors. You can look them up by their job function, if they're in sales or education, health services. There's multiple ways to look up for a mentor. We're going to click on settings first before going on to finding a mentor and mentoring relationships. The settings for the mentoring program, currently you can set your limitations of mentees. So for example, if you're willing to be a mentor, you can do unlimited I have no problem teaching or helping anyone. I am all for the help. Or you can turn it down to just one individual. You only want to be in one mentoring relationship. And when you click that or you change this information, be sure to hit this update mentee limit. For the mentoring settings, if you are offering help in introduction to connections, open doors at work, you want to mentor a student, or you want to give career advice, you can give career advice, resume review. And if you're seeking help, you can do the same thing, but be sure if you change anything that you update your settings and wait for that notification. For example, right now I hit update. I'm waiting for it to tell me that it's saved. And once you see that, you're good to go to the next screen. We're going to go back to this little house button and it'll bring you back to the main mentoring page. I'll go ahead and click on this person right here, Linda. She is 51% match for me. So I'll click on her profile and it will bring me to her profile and what she's willing to help with when it comes to connections or what type of topics she's willing to go for. It tells me what degree she went for and what school, when she graduated, if she's a senior, if she's a undergrad or an alumni, which her profile is a perfect example of why it's important to notify NSCS when you graduate, and also important to have your profiles updated to the best possible information. She currently is stated as an alumni and a graduate. And that could be because her graduation year is 2021, but her expected graduation date is 2022. So she's technically not an alumni per this information. She might have graduated, or has conferred like AMU students do. We don't actually graduate on graduation. So yeah, so she provides her information here. Her emails here, so I can email her here if I wanted to introduce myself. But since I want to connect with her as a mentor, I'm going to first start here on the site. That way that the conversation is monitored with NSCS staff. If they need to intervene, they can, which should not be an issue, but just in case, I can message her through the portal right here. I can video chat her through the portal on Scholar Central, or I can schedule to meet her. If I click schedule, it will bring me to this page, and it's basically sending Linda a message saying, hey, I would like to meet with you. Could you do a Scholar Central video chat, Skype, in person, Google Hangout, or even on a mobile phone? This will send like an email to her once I type in all this information. So if I wanted to meet with her, say for instance, I wanted help with my resume. What is this meeting about? Resume review. That keep it short and simple. If you are requesting to meet with someone, down here is your email. Basically, you should stay very professional when you're writing emails to potential mentors, because think of it as your mentor as a manager in a workplace or an interviewer for a job. This individual is a professional in their industry that they're in, and you want to be sure to be professional when you first start out talking with them. Watch your grammar, watch your punctuation and your tone. Don't treat it like it. Don't use LOL for laughing out loud or things like that. Keep it professional. Say, hey, my name is this, and I'm looking for some help through the mentoring program. You came up as one of my matches for a possible mentor. Was interested to see if you would like to meet to schedule a mentoring relationship, so to speak. If you hit that arrow, will bring you back to her page. She has her LinkedIn profile right here linked to her page. So if you wanted to get more information about her, you can click right there and go to her LinkedIn profile. Let's go back. There's no way once you're in a profile to go back to the previous page that you were. So you're just going to have to go right here back to the tab and click on it, and we'll bring you back here. For the Find a Mentor button, it's this one right here. So if you're looking for someone, it's going to bring you to the member directory. And that's the same place where we were. But the member directory, you have all members, your class, which will bring, for some reason, I'm the only one. That's weird. I'm not quite sure where that's at. Your location. There's 3 people that live in my location currently. Interesting. My industry. So anyone that is in my industry that I've previously worked or I currently work. And right here is your mentors. So when you're in this mentoring page right here, I just clicked on the mentoring and it says find a mentor. It will bring you back to the member directory, but you will be under the tab of mentors. And that's where you can look. It automatically fills this information of who's offering to help. So you can scroll down to see who's there. You may be interested in getting to know them a little bit better, see if they're the right fit for you, or you can go into more detail to see what type of degree they've gone for or whatnot. I'm going to go back to the mentoring tab by clicking on it, and then mentoring relationships. So if you are currently in a mentor relationship with someone, you can click right here on mentoring relationships, or you can click on this little button, which is your pending relationships. It will bring up everyone that you've sent a request to or you've received a request from. The mentoring relationships right here, they did a testing with me to see the mentoring, how it worked. It's just a disregard email, but you will see all the communication between your mentor and yourself. When they launch the new mentoring program, I believe it's coming out next year, the beginning of next year. It will have a lot more information and details. And once that launches, we'll probably do another workshop for that. All right, moving on to the next tab over on your menu bar is the photo section. This is where every member can utilize it. They can create their own photo albums. They can add to photo albums. There's scholarship central channels. This is basically all of the photos that NSCS members have posted. You have your own photos that you have. For us, we have I'm in the chapter profiles pictures. So this is all of our chapter profiles. And then you have your group pictures. So whatever group you are in, their pictures will come up right here. We do ask that you keep pictures to appropriate, no nudity, no profanity, no foul imagery or anything like that. So try to keep it nice and sweet and not bad, so to speak. Are there any questions? Nope. Okay. All right. The next one is your groups. This is the groups that you are automatically a part of. When you join and make your profile, when you add in your campus of what chapter you're with, you will be automatically registered and into this group. Excuse me, and you're automatically in the Scholarship Central group. Because I'm an officer, I'm in a chapters officers group, and I'm in another chapters officers group. This one is for all chapter officers throughout NSCS, and this is for a specific region. They do have a group called a job posting and discussion board that they created. I'll click on it, and it brings you to that group. This is a page that they were hoping members would utilize to post any job openings that they are aware of or their current company has for members to apply to. So this could be internships, this could be work study, part-time, full-time, virtual, any type of work. If you know a place that is hiring, even if you don't know if anybody lives in that area, post it here. Every single member, right now they currently have 7 members in the group. You can join this group if you'd like to join it. You just, let me go over here real quick and show you an example of a group that I'm not currently in. So going back to the group page, if you wanted to join a group, say for instance, I want to join, let's say, a Florida school. Say I wanted to join one of these groups. We'll go for the first one. Let's go for FAMU. I click on their page and it doesn't give me their feed. It tells me who their administrators are. So basically the individuals who post and have access to this page. It shows me, it gives me a description of what this page is about. I can go to their website and it will bring me straight to their Facebook page. But to join it, I would have to click this little button right here. When you click this button to join a group, you do not automatically get access to that group. These administrators will receive an email saying that they have pending group request to join the group. Those individuals, those administrators will review your profile. If they see that you are not a member of their campus or that you have no affiliation with the school, they probably will decline your request. My best suggestion is if you are joining a group and you're dual enrolled, for example, say I'm an AMU student, but I also take, I'm going for a degree program at Florida AMU. I haven't updated my profile to put that I'm going to Florida AMU. So I need to make sure that I send one of these administrators an email saying, hi, I'm Courtney Pomeran. I am dual enrolled with American Military University and FAMU. I would love to join your group. And then they'll either accept you or decline you. But that's how you join a group. And there are a lot of groups that you can join. Now you see, I clicked back on the group tab and it brought me back here. This is another example of making sure that you clear your history. If you're trying to look for something, make sure your search bar is empty, because it won't bring up the other groups unless you clear that. But there are a ton of groups on here, and these groups are typically, for example, there is a new group called the Class of 2021, and this is a group that any of our members or alumni who are our Class of 21 can join, and they can talk and chat. There is, for our alumni's perspective, they do have, if you're looking for NSCS groups specifically, there are NSCS ones that I'm currently a member of, but they also have the alumni group where it has 2,000 members already. This is a place for all alumni to join and post information, get to know each other, ask questions in regards to mentoring or membership deals or resources or things like that. Then there is a chapters advisor group. So if you're an advisor, be sure to join this group. There's the national chapter. So there's a lot of campuses around the country that don't currently have a chapter with NSCS. So when those members join or get the invitation to join NSCS, they will go into the national chapter until a chapter is affiliated or start up at their school. There is a student marketing council. There is regional officers for Region 4 and things like that. So it's pretty cool. You can create your own groups. So if you didn't see a group that you are interested in, or you can't find something, first email the community manager, which is typically the person that posts right here on top. So you can click on this person's profile and their email right here, and they will be the individual that can help you see if there is a group that you're specifically looking for. If there isn't, you can create a new group by clicking on this little button right here, and you type in the group's name, a website if you have a website for them, a description, brief description, logos, a banner, and so on and so forth. It will have you continue. You'll do the edit settings, add members, and then that request to create a new group will go on to the back end, and the group, the community manager will review it, and the member success team of Scholar Central will review it to see if it's appropriate for you to make the group. So for example, currently there is not a veterans group on NSCS. So it'd be cool if someone from our chapter created a veterans group, so everyone could chit chat appropriately. The next tab is the events tab. This is, if you click on this events tab, excuse me, let me bring this down. There we go. This events tab right here, it will bring up all current events that are going on within NSCS. For example, from my profile, it shows that all of the AMU presentations first, and then it will do all of the national NSCS events. Well, I lied. There's an AMU one, so that should be up there, but all of your events will be right here. NSCS is new member induction ceremonies. There won't be one for January, but there will be a new one on February 1st. All of our induction ceremonies are held on the 1st of each month. And then when you scroll down, you'll see other events. Now, these other events are events that are either at a brick and mortar schools, or they're just events in general that people are making. If you click on it, for example, for this one, we can register by adding to calendar and registering. If we're not quite sure what this is, you can always click on the individual who posted it. So I'm going to right click on her profile, and I'm going to open her profile to the next tab because I don't want to keep going back and forth. And it'll bring me to her profile. I'll see that she's a chapter officer and that she goes to University of Tennessee at Knoxville. So I know that this event is not for me to attend because I live in Florida. I can't be in Knoxville. Wish I could though. So This is where you will see all of your chapters events. So if you heard that there's, if you're wondering if there's going to be a chapter meeting or if we have a fundraiser or whatnot, you will see that here. Currently, we have registrations for our chapters events. Registration is only on Scholar Central. So if you see a post on our social media profiles, for example, on Facebook or Twitter or Instagram, we will tell you to come to Scholar Central to register for the event. This is for protection of our members, so we don't have individuals who are not members of NSCS in these, especially if it's our general body meetings. For example, this is a NSCS exclusive presentation. Sometimes we will have presentations that are open up to the general public, but if that's the case, we will put the registration links in those postings on those social media platforms. But yeah, this is how, if you want to register, you can click right here to the link, or you can click right there. If ever a link is not working, email the individual who posted the picture. You can click on their profile and message them through there, or you can click on this little message board, which I'll describe. I'll tell you guys what these are in just a second. Click the arrow and it brings you back. Say, for instance, you want to see if there is an event for February. The circles right here on the calendar tell you there is an event on this day, and it will tell you a brief description of what that is. Currently, no chapter is, if they have an event, they don't have it open up for the general public, I guess you could say, the general NSCS public to see. But yeah, if you wanted to post an event, you can do that. It's very similar to posting a feed. However, there will be a picture. You need to put in the name of the event, the location, if it's in person. If it's virtual, this is where you should put your registration links. The start date, it will automatically, I believe it will go to your time zone that you are currently in. You can have internal RSVP. So basically, if you have internal RSVP, it will give you a guest list right here on the event. I'll show you. Actually, let me go right back real quick. No, I don't want to save changes. If I'm going too fast, please let me know in the chat room or jump on the mic and say, slow down. Oh, I see what I did. So example right here, our registration for this event was through Zoom, so we don't have a guest list. But yeah, and then going back to the creating event, you can type anything you want here to describe your event. You can change the fonts, you can change the font size, you can put color. This is the only area where you can actually do this much like it would be for a Word doc or a Google Doc. You can do color, change the colors of the posting, you can highlight information, you can add pictures, you can put tables. It's basically Word doc, but this is the only area within the platform that you can do that. You can limit who can register for the event. If you want an audience, you would have to click this little arrow or this little tab over, so it gives you an invite. For example, when I created the event for our Alzheimer's Association event that we have coming up on the 21st, I didn't click this button apparently, so I opened it up to everyone, and it sent everyone within NSCS invite to come. So be mindful of that. If you want a specific geared audience, be sure to click based on specific criteria, and you can choose your chapter or your group, the affiliations, basically any of this information, everything that's on a profile, you can choose the criteria. Or if you want to send it, a person in mind, you can tag them in here. So for example, if I wanted to do Chelsea, I have to type her name out, but I would also have to do her last initial. I can click on her picture and she'll come up on it. And then you can also send emails. So this, if you click this little button, it will send the email out to the individuals that you want to join the event. Excuse me, sorry. All right. The next one is our partner directory with NSCS. This is your go-to list for your membership deals and benefits and all those goody discounts that we get. You can scroll down and look for a specific partner, or you can use the search bar and say, for instance, I want deals on clothing and fashion. It will bring up every partner that NSCS has that deals with clothing or fashion. Say that I need resume help. I would go to either coaching, consulting, or counseling for that. So let's go to coaching, see who comes up for coaching. LifeRamp comes up for coaching. Consulting is, yeah, maybe that will be the one, because exact resume, say you just want deals on event services. This will bring up any partners that NSCS works up for as event services. Music. Why is it not bringing up? For some reason, it's not bringing up the member deals. This member deals is your entertainment. Maybe it's because it's supposed to be under entertainment, which is not a feature. Oh, there it is. So if you want entertainment, for example, our member deals right here with this partner. This partner, if you click on the link for that partner, it will bring you to their pitch page. Basically, check out member deals for access to exclusive discounts, special offers, and access to preferred seatings and tickets for top attractions, theme park shows, sporting events, everything. This is one deal that I personally have used. I've gotten very good discounts for theme park tickets because, you know, Florida life, we live in theme park land. Make sure when you look for something, you clear your history, because if not, you'll be stuck on that page forever until you log out and log back in. Currently, our new partner with NSCS is UPS. They are saving up to 50% on every time you ship. So I would very much advise to take advantage of that if you ship things a lot. Yeah, so let's go to the next one. The resource tab. This tab is where you can locate all of the previous leadership summits, ScholarCast webinars, how-to guides of how to learn how to use Scholar Central, how to redeem your member benefits. These are all of the files. You can create a file if you want to add information up to share for people. Say, for instance, if you're posting into the group that is job postings, you can put a link on. If you say, for instance, you posted something in job postings and you're offering, letting people know about a job, you can link your folder into that posting so they know that they don't have to leave the site if they don't want to. They can go straight into this folder to get more information. For example, we currently have a folder on our for our chapter at AMU APUS, and this is all of our files that we have in it. So, for example, we had a professional development webinar previously in October, hosted by our executive vice president Michael, on interpersonal skills. The link right here, if you click on that, it will bring you to our YouTube channel where we had that, which I'm going to pause because that's going to go off. Give me just a second. We have a link to our Active Minds donation page. So if you wanted to donate or give for December, since December is the month of giving, you can click on the link right here to donate to Active Minds and click right there, and you'll have a donation there. We have our newsletter for June and July. May is in here. There's links for basically what's in our newsletters. Those links that we have in our newsletters, we also have them here in our chapter resources. So if you do any volunteering work and you want to tell us about it, click on that and it will bring you to AMU APUS Student Affairs, and you can report your hours to the school. Information on our Alzheimer's Association, The Longest Day. We are going to be doing that again for the 2020 school year. We've raised $180 so far. Yay us, go us. But yeah, that's how it works. So if we ever have videos, for example, once this workshop is over, we will upload this to our YouTube channel, and we will get the link for the YouTube channel and add it to the resources for our members to view back later. One thing that you should know about Scholar Central is, if you've noticed already, there are no videos. Unfortunately, right now, the system doesn't support video content. So a lot of the stuff that we post on our social media profiles, like on on Facebook and Instagram, we can't post on here because it doesn't give us the option to post videos. However, in the resource tab in our folder, we can add a file and put a link to it. So for instance, if you wanted to come back and see this video, it will be in here under a webinar or workshop information. Some interesting news for the coming year. Graduate is the company that Scholar Central works with to give us this platform. They have announced that in the coming years, there will be some new features coming in, and that'll be exciting. And once they release that information, we'll be able to share that with you. But yeah, I forgot. I wanted to show you. So if you ever get an email or a notification through your email saying that you were tagged in this, and you've deleted the email, you can always come to your main feed and click on this little bell. It will bring up every individual comment, reply, like, or whatnot to one of your postings. For example, this individual, Zoe, liked one of my posts in a group that I'm in, and there you go. Right here, this little message tab thing is, I didn't do anything. Go back. Sorry. This is your direct messages. So you'll have messages from individuals that you've written to, or you want to, every previous conversation that you've ever had. For example, this individual was asking me about jobs or internships, and I explained to her how fun internships are. So you can write messages. Also in the groups. So let's go back to our group page. This is our group page. It is similar to the other ones I showed you. This is our feed. This is the sub feed, I guess you could say. This is where our officers will be posting any events, and we really suggest you guys to utilize this for your own fun. So if you have a funny picture that you want to share, or you want to wish people luck, or you want to give praise to yourself for completing a class or getting a good grade or whatnot, this is the place that you should do it. Share the news to us. We want to support our members. If you think that someone should be in this group and they're not in this group yet, you can invite them right here. You can see who's live. They'll be highlighted in green. Or they'll be highlighted in yellow and they've been off or logged off for a while. Our members are right here underneath this tab. You can see that we have 169 members currently registered to the site and in our group. And you can look for specific individuals within our group. Sometimes you'll see staff members of NSCS in here as well, and that's just them reviewing and sharing information if they need to. You can look up individuals who just recently joined. You can look up individuals who are recently online. Like, it shows that I'm online, and it shows that our group manager was recently online. All of our all of our photos will be here in photo albums. So if you wanted to look back to see pictures of yourselves doing a task and then we promoted it, or you're needing reference for something, it will be posted here. Or it should be. Sorry, I'm a little bit delayed on the December folder. Here is our events. So it's another little shortcut to all the events that you find over here. You can email individuals in this group by clicking on this button, and it will send a message out. You can send it out to all individuals. You can do it for a mailing list. If you don't have one, you can create one. If you do, like for instance, if I wanted to send an email out to all the officers reminding them of an officers meeting, I would have done mailing list, officers list. I click right here and I see it has my previous information or previous email that I have sent out. I won't go into too much detail right there. So let's go back here. Yeah, well, I can't go into too much because it doesn't erase your last message. So that's one thing I want to tell you is if you're sending a message out, be sure to clear your message down here. So yeah, sorry guys, can't go too much in detail. And you can send that out towards the bottom. You can send it if a user replies to a message, you can have them reply to that message through here, or you can have them send it to this email. You can send this email to a test email if you wish. You can preview it here and it will come up right here. Why do I have this email? This isn't from me. That's odd. Okay, sorry, I guess it wasn't a private message, but you can send it and it will send through here and it will actually go to, it will go out to the email addresses on file within NSCS Scholar Central to the outside email. So for instance, my email on here is not my campus email, it's my personal Gmail account. So I will receive whatever email this is on my Gmail account. I won't receive it through here. So that's a cool little feature if you wanted to send out emails to people. All right, I'm going to go ahead and stop sharing and see if anybody has questions. Hi, everybody. Do we have any questions?
Nope, I learned some stuff though I didn't know. And the chat's clear.
Yeah, I'm going to go ahead and